Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Ryu here, and today we're going to be looking at Xinyan. She is a Pyro Claymore user. Primarily play her as main DPS, but she can also have a little bit of team utility. I'm going to be showing you my build and how I build her, and also what team comps she can actually work with. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. So first, we're going to be taking a look at her talents. Basic attack, pretty self-explanatory. She does a 4-hit attack. She has a Beto style auto attack. Pretty good multipliers, I would say. Nothing like Diluc or any of that, but she does pretty decent damage. Nothing crazy here. Now her E is pretty I wouldn't say complicated, but it does have some variance to it. So when you read here, the more enemies you hit, basically, the higher the shield level goes. Now, depending on what level your Xinyan is, it will actually lower the requirement that you need to actually hit the enemies and have a different shield level. So in my case, I have her at level 80, not quite 90, but basically I just need one hit less for each level. So hit two enemies, the strongest level, really, really nice. The good thing about the shield is that although it absorbs high amounts of pyro damage, it does have a pretty decent shield strength. It does scale off her defense, so you're going to want some defense in the subsets. I would not recommend having defense as a main stat unless you're running specifically just like a tank build. For my situation, I guess I have her running at just full attack, crit rate, crit damage, and physical damage. So yeah, defense in the subsets if possible. Pretty strong. It does an AoE pyro damage, plus when it's at a higher level, it does pyro AoE tick damage. Really, really nice ability. The third ability, the ultimate, is really, really nice. So when you have a shield on, let's say you use sweeping fervor, it will actually give you a little buff here. You have 15% physical damage. So when you have that shield, you want to use your ult because it does a swing damage of physical damage. It's really nice to pair up with your E. So you want to always maximize your ultimate with the E synergy. Her ult, just a spinning move with her little guitar, and then does a little bit of AoE pyro damage. Nothing too crazy. Right now I have her running as physical damage, so the pyro isn't that strong, and I will get into that a little later. All right, so let's go over the weapon. Right now I have her running on the Serpent Spine. Main reason for the crit rate, very, very nice weapon. Also, I guess the passive is pretty decent. She can shield herself, which minimizes the amount of damage she takes. White Blind is another very good option that I would go for if you don't have the opportunity for Serpent Spine. White Blind is fantastic, gives defense and attack and defense on hit. Synergizes very, very well with her kit, make her a little tankier, more team utility, and all that stuff. I think in a perfect world, I would probably run the Wolf's Gravestone if you have it, just because that would probably make her an absolute beast. But sadly, I do not have that. But that's what we have her on. Next, we're going to go to the artifacts. Now, here I have a 2-piece Bloodstained and a 2-piece Crimson Witch. Now, let's start off with the flower here. I have all my 5 stars to plus 16. You guys know how expensive it is to get to plus 20. So, yeah, plus 16 at the moment. 2-piece Bloodstain is fantastic for me. You get physical bonus damage. The feather, nothing too crazy. Just really, really good rolls here. Attack, crit damage. I wish crit rate was here, but nonetheless. I got this ridiculous feather the other day trying to farm for Fischl. You could say it was unlucky or lucky. I don't know, but this piece is ridiculous. Unfortunately, I rolled Elemental Mastery like 4 times, so yeah, bless RNG. Again, this is the 2-piece Crimson Witch. I don't want to run I don't want to run Pyro bonus because I'm running physical damage, so I want a little bit of Pyro bonus from the stats here if possible. So 2-piece is more than enough for what I need. Pretty decent subsets. I wish this HP was defense if possible, or energy recharge. That would have been really nice. I have physical damage, like I said earlier, physical damage. I'm actually happy I got some defense on her here. Huge amounts of crit damage, insane 20%, really, really nice. And then whatever. Last, I'm still trying to work on a better headpiece, but this is currently the best piece I have for her. High amounts of crit damage, attack. Again, if this were defense, crit damage, or not crit damage, if it was crit or anything really else besides HP, it would have been perfect. But hey, each their own. All right, now let's move on to the constellations. Now this is for all my pay to wins out there, or for the lucky players out there. I think what really makes her fantastic as a main DPS is really the first two constellations. First con, it gives you attack speed on crit, auto attacks, just insane. I mean, if possible, get this. I'm gonna be saving up my primos for this, praying, blessing RNG, get this con. Second con, again, 100% crit rate on her ult, and it gives her a level 3 shield. Just insane. All right. This level, whatever, all constellations are the same. Sweeping Fervor, it actually reduces the physical resistance. This is why I'm actually going more towards a physical damage build in case I, for some reason, get a 4-con Xinyan. But really, really good. Again, +3 level on her talents is always nice. And her last constellation decreases stamina consumption on charged attacks. Additionally, Xinyan's charge attacks gain an attack bonus equal to her defense, 50% of her defense. Really, really nice. Again, if you're running something like White Blind or have a lot of defense substats, you know how defense percent fantastic on those artifacts. But if you have 6-star Xinyan, it's going to be really, really nice. So pretty good. Again, for my pay-to-win peeps, if you can get it, the 6 cons, do it. If not, don't even worry about it. If possible, roll for the first 2. 1 con is especially nice. You get that attack speed, insane. Second con, 100% crit rate. I mean, come on. But yeah, really recommend the first 2 if possible. But again, pay to win. So now we got all that out of the way. Let's take a look at her overall stats. At the moment, I have 1,400 attack, 1,600 or 16,000 rather HP, 842 defense. She actually has the highest, second highest, I believe, base defense in the game next to Noelle. Noelle's a beast. So yeah, high amounts of defense. I got this a bunch of elemental mastery rolls, so I have a lot of elemental mastery. Yeah, so 40% crit in total. Ideally, I want 50 to 55% if possible, or even higher if RNG decides to. 140% crit damage, super high. Again, I need more crit rate though. I want my damage to be very consistent, so more crit rate, the better. A little bit of energy recharge. I wish it was a little higher, maybe 150, because her E is such a long cooldown. You have to rely on energy recharge from your other characters, in my opinion. So pairing it up with like a 1-con Sucrose is what I do, and I'll show you here in a little bit how I play them. You can just spam the ult, but 120 energy, that's just what I have. The Pyro bonus damage is from the Crimson Witch. These resistance are from my party members, so don't really pay too much attention about that. And then the 73.4% physical bonus damage, she gets it from her, I believe, leveling up. Her like secret passive thing when you ascend the character is physical bonus plus the 46.6% from the cup. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and showcase a little bit of her damage of what she can do on this Sison Mage. This is open world, so not the hardest content ever. I do have Abyss cleared with 6 stars because of Xinyan at the moment. I did clear it before with like 3 stars, but because I have Xinyan now, I was able to do it with her 6 stars. So she's incredible in the Abyss, and I'm just kind of showcasing what I do with her. Switch to Sucrose. Told you that her energy recharge is kind of bad, so yeah, I gotta use the other characters. But basically, this is how you do it, attack, you E, and then, I mean, in my case, I would just switch over to another character and attack, But you can just stay on her and just swing away. You see those massive crits. She does a ton of damage. Really nice. I think her biggest downfall is that the E is such a long cooldown. If you have high amounts of energy recharge, then you can use her more for her ultimate. And there's a lot of different ways to build Xinyan. You can build her, defense, attack, with pyro bonus, and just have her as a ult bot, shield bot type deal. In my case, I needed a physical damage carry, so she is perfect. Plus, she's Pyro. You guys know how strong Pyro is at the moment in this game, so yeah. Trying to get a crit here with this ult, but it doesn't want to crit. See, again, 40% crit is just not as consistent as I'd want it to be, but it just be like that sometimes. So pretty good damage. You guys know how tanky the Whopper Flowers are, so pretty good damage there. But yeah, she's a great character. I think you guys should roll for her, especially if you need a pyro damage dealer and you don't have Diluc. I myself have Diluc, but I don't like Diluc at all. I think he's kind of boring to play. So I'd much prefer someone like Xinyan. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in, watching this guide. I hope it helped. If you guys have any questions, please let me know down below, and let me know what other characters that you want to see a review on. At the moment, I'm working on Mona. She's currently level 90 maxed out gear, and Sucrose is the second one on that list. So anyway, guys, thank you so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.